Happy Monday.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Good afternoon, everyone. And as I look around this room full of young women, I realize how important this legislation is. I'm Congresswoman Kathy Manning. I am proud to represent North Carolina's 6th Congressional District. And today I want to talk to you about something that is critically important to women, to our ability to decide whether and when to have a family, to pursue an education, to be economically secure, to protect our health, and to remain in control of our bodies and our futures. And that is contraception. Almost all women will use birth control at some point in their lives, and more than 96% of voters support having access to birth control. And yet, the far right is attacking contraceptive rights. These attacks are not new. Extreme Republican legislators across the country have been chipping away at the right to use and access contraceptives for years. They have been drafting extreme legislation. They've been imposing unnecessary requirements on family planning clinics. They've been limiting funding for birth control. They've been spreading disinformation about how contraceptives work. And they've been trying to ban contraceptive methods like IUDs and emergency contraceptives like Plan B or the morning after pill. And now, Justice Clarence Thomas has made abundantly clear in his Dobbs opinion that it's time for the Supreme Court to consider overturning Griswold, the 1965 case that recognized the right of people to use contraception. Let's not forget that prior to 1965, states actually had laws prohibiting people from using birth control. This rallying call by Justice Thomas and the actions of extremist Republican legislators are about one thing: control. These extremists are working to take away the rights of women, to take away our right to decide when to have children, to take away our right to control our own lives and our own bodies, and we will not let this happen. That's why I'm so proud to be leading the Right to Contraception Act. My bill establishes a federal statutory right for individuals to access and use contraceptives and for healthcare professionals to provide them. It protects a full range of contraceptive methods, including birth control pills, IUDs, and emergency contraceptives like Plan B. It prohibits any state law that restricts access to contraceptives and establishes the right of the Attorney General, healthcare providers, or any individual whose contraceptive rights are violated to bring a civil action against any state or government official who attempts to do so. Congress must immediately pass this bill to ensure people can access their birth control without government interference. We are not willing to play defense on this critically important issue. We are playing offense. My bill will get ahead of the growing threats to contraceptive rights because American women, indeed all Americans, deserve the right to make critical decisions about their health, their family planning, and their lives. After the introduction of my bill last week, 150 members of the House moved immediately to co-sponsor it, with overwhelming support from my colleagues and endorsements from organizations like Planned Parenthood and the Center for Reproductive Rights, and a Senate companion bill. The urgency and the necessity of this legislation could not be clearer. I look forward to the House vote on the Right to Contraception Act tomorrow. Swift passage is key to defending reproductive freedom for millions across the country. I want to give a big thanks to Representatives Nikita Williams, Sarah Jacobs, and Angie Craig, and all who have joined me in leading this effort. I also want to give a shout out to my extraordinary staff who have worked so hard on this legislation. With that, I will pass it to Representative Sarah Jacobs. Thank you.